In this session, we are going to learn how to write an email. Yes, you can see it is on the board that how to write an email is going to be our topic. It is very easy and a very important topic as well, because one question related to email is definitely asked in your board exams. So it makes it an important question, and it's easy because it is actually very easy to write an email. That is what we are going to learn in this session today: how to write an effective email, how to write an email in the correct format as the board requires you people to write it, class 9 and 10 students. And we will also know about the marking scheme. How is this email marked? What is the total number of marks it carries for you? Right? So let's go ahead and begin with this topic now, which is an email. But students, before we get into email, how to write it, how do we get the marks, or how to present it, let's take a couple of points as a trivia regarding an email. I'm sure it is going to be a new knowledge for all of you. It will add up to your general knowledge as well. Email is an electronic message. So what is an email? Email is an electronic message. Now what is an electronic message? Everybody sends it. You send it, I send it. Almost everybody nowadays is sending messages via electronic devices. Similarly, an email is a message which is either sent or received via any electronic device. Electronic devices like your mobile, your laptop, your tablets, your PCs, desktops, all these are electronic devices. So that means email, which we are going to learn today, is a message which is sent with the help of an electronic device. Okay? So this is an email, the full name, or you can say the extended form of email. That is an electronic mail, we know now. Couple of more things before we get into again the format and thing of the email. Email was invented in 1971 by Ray Tomlinson. So this is for your general knowledge, that email was invented in 1971 by Mr. Ray Tomlinson. Okay? Now let's get into the subject portion as per your board requires, or as per your requirements. Now, dear students, this is, as I said, this is definitely going to be one of the questions in your question paper, board question paper, be it class 9, be it class 10. So, how many marks it carries? We'll begin with it. It carries a total 5 marks. And these 5 marks, complete 5 marks, can be very easily secured by us if we remember the points which we are going to learn now. Right? So what are the basic requirements to write an email? First point which is important for us to write an email is to. First thing which we will write is to. What does this to contain? Yes, those of you who are thinking it is the receiver's address, it is absolutely right. Here this is a receiver's address. Now don't get confused over here, because it has been long time since you have been writing letters, be it formal, be it informal. Here address means email address. So in the first column, or the first point which we will write while writing an email, is to, which will contain the receiver's email address, and this email address is, what is this email address? This email address is in the form of username at domain. This is the format of a valid email address. Okay, now how to write it? Username can be of your choice. For example, if you're writing to the principal of your neighboring school, so you can make an ID like principal, whatever your school short form is, @ domain is the platform or using which you are going to send this mail. We use the server of this. I'll not get into the technical points because it's not a computer class, but we will definitely discuss some important or some famous or some useful domain names so that you can use them while you are being creative and generating this username according to the question which is there in your paper. Okay, so everybody knows this, they are using it now. gmail.com, rediff.com, hotmail.com, or if you are catering to or you are writing to any government body, then it also might have an extension like gov.in or gov.nic.in. Right, so these are the domain names which you can use to form a valid email address. So with this we come to our first point, which is done now, the valid email address. Receiver's address, let's take an example. यहाँ पर हमारा receiver address है, so for example the email address which I have taken here for our understanding is principalsjvn@sjec.org. This is another domain name apart from the list which we just discussed over here. So this is our first point, which is 2, where we write the receiver's email address. It can be one, it can be more than one. If it is more than one, then we can keep it separating by commas. We don't need it as of now. So this carries half mark. Second point, is subject. As per the question, short and simple. So in the subject column, or the second point which we will write, is going to be our subject column. Right, here we are going to write appropriate subject as per the question. Make sure it is short and simple. Don't write 50% of your question as the subject itself. If you read carefully, your question contains a lot of information. One such information from your question is subject, which has to be short and simple. Obviously relevant to the question which is there in your paper. This also contains half marks. Third point, okay, now what is the third point, students? The third point which we will use here is salutation. Salutation is, we will use dear sir, ma'am, if known. Dear name if unknown. So salutation. When we will write salutation, we will write over here, dear sir or ma'am, if you are writing it to the person whom you know, you are acquainted with, or you can write the name as well if the person is unknown, like dear Mr. Prasad. If you are writing to the editor, for example, if you are writing an email to the editor of any publication, so you know him by the name but you don't know him personally. So over there you can also use dear, for example his name is Mr. Shukla, Mr. Amit Shukla, so you can write over there dear Mr. Shukla. Okay. However, the safest, I would say, the safe way to write it down is to just take dear sir, dear ma'am. It's acceptable and it's the safest as well. So this salutation we will write over here, and this salutation contains half mark once again. Then we come to the next point, and the next point is, now we have written the salutation, so the next point is going to be our opening sentence. This opening sentence will also contain half mark. Okay? So, opening sentence, and what we will write here? We will write purpose of the email. Here we will write the purpose of the email as to what is being conveyed through this mail, or what is the purpose of sending this mail, particular mail. It can be anything. You might be inviting someone, you might be complaining about something, you might be giving feedback about something. Huge list of topics. The topic which you need to choose is going to be in your question paper. Okay. Now after this we will come to important part, which is expression. Expression means you will write the major part of your email over here. It will contain major informations. Now this portion can be divided into, again, I would say for better understanding, divided it into two paragraphs. Para 1, para 2. Again, we need to remember that email is not very lengthy. No, exceptions are there are very lengthy emails as well. However, we as beginners need to remember that email is something which is to be very short and simple. We need to be to the point. We don't need to beat around the bush and then come back to the point and make it lengthy, because the person who is reading is not in front of us. So it's better to be short, simple and to the point. Same technique we will apply in para 1 and in para 2 as well. Okay. So in para 1 and para 2, what we will write? In para 1 we will write details of subject. And what we will write in para 2? Para 1 is details of the subject. The subject, you are getting it from over there. What we will write in the para 2? In para 2, if we are inviting someone, so we will invite them, or we will request them, or we will inform them, or we can thank them. Again, plenty of options. Choose the correct one which is applicable as per the question. Okay. This carries 2 marks. So it carries a major amount of portion of the marks in this question. It is a 5-mark question and it carries 2 marks. Why? Because in this section we will be writing sentences. Over here it is very simple. We are not writing anything where we can show our grammar skills. In these 2 paragraphs, though they are not very lengthy, yet our punctuation will be judged, our grammatical efficiency will be checked, and it will also be checked. We will also be checked on the basis of our sentence structures as to what kind of sentences are we forming, whether we are forming them in a correct way or not. So we can say this portion is going to test our grammar knowledge, which if we continue with the classes regularly, we will be able to make sure that is very easy for us. Now, next point which we will come to is closing sentence. Right? And what will this closing sentence contain? This closing sentence will contain, first of all, it will have half mark. And here we can again close it as per the subject. Okay? For example, if you are inviting someone, then we expect that you will accept our invitation and will send in the team or send in your coach or send in your teachers, send in your entries. I hope you will look into the matter with great priority and make sure that this social problem is solved out. If in case you are complaining about something, plenty of options, we will cover it later as per the subject or closing sentence. And the last point which is going to be is our subscription. Subscription, yes, correct. As you have been using writing your emails, you have been using subscription to end your letters. Similarly, your email will also end. So the ending part of the email or an application or formal letter is going to be same. So here you can end it accordingly. Yours faithfully or sincerely, and then your name. Designation we will write only if given in question. Right? This is email. Simple, isn't it? As I told you, it is very simple topic, students. A little bit of practice is required, obviously, so that we become familiar and absolutely comfortable with the points or the structures which is written over there. Now remember, this is the point. You have to follow these points in the same order while writing your email. And complete email should be in the box. So we need to remember that our electronic mail or the email which we will be writing in our paper, it has to be in a box. With a pencil, draw a box. Right? So always start it on a fresh paper. Right? Paper is not short over there in your exam center. So choose a short paper, a new paper, and start writing it so that you are able to put it in a box as well on the same page. And I don't think so your email is going to exceed one page at any time, so it will be presentable as well. Now this is the format, this is the marking scheme of the email as per the board exams. Few points which we need to remember. First, no SMS vocabulary, no WhatsApp vocabulary, no short forms to be used. Second, the tone of your email is always going to be formal because we will be writing formal emails over here. So no language like friend ke saath, whatever language we use with our friends and all, no language like that. Formal language. Third, keep it short and simple. And fourth, the punctuation, whatever the punctuation rules are we have studied, those you can refer other videos as well where I have been talking about the punctuations, how to use them, what they are. So those punctuating skills will also be checked over here. So no chatting SMS language, formal tone, short and simple, keep it crisp to the point, no beating around the bush. And fourth, proper punctuation, proper capitalization rules are to be followed. That is as per your discretion. Right? So this is an email, students. I'm sure that this topic is clear to you, and if you will take these notes seriously and you'll go through the video again and again whenever you require, these 5 marks are in our pocket. Okay? So go through this video. We will meet again at the same platform, on the same platform at the decided time. Till then, take care of yourself, keep learning, and make sure you don't miss even a single class, because learning should never stop. Bye bye. Take care of yourself, everyone. Thank you.